company with happy workers is a good company. We look at IT firms in Korea that recognize the importance of employee welfare. The WHO has classified processed meats and red meats as cancer-causing foods. We investigate the safe consumption of these foods. Let's dive into the scene of cultural harmony at the world's first Chopsticks Festival, celebrating the shared culture of Korea, China, and Japan. We look into the Korean game industry's present and future as it takes leaps forward, even with limits in the domestic market and competition from international rivals.
What makes a good workplace? The companies selected as the best workplaces by the international economics magazine Fortune have one thing in common. They invest wholeheartedly into employee benefits and welfare. This culture of workplace welfare is spreading to Korea, with IT companies leading the way. Major IT companies in Korea offer comprehensive benefits to employees, including a host of amenities such as rest areas and hotel-grade buffet spreads. Medium-sized IT companies are no different. Tmaxsoft, a developer of corporate system software, offers benefits that set it apart. The inviting company Cafe offers relaxation over a cup of coffee and entertainment activities.
일하는 데 있어서 좀 활력소를 좀 얻을 수 있는 것 같아요.
Employee opinions are well reflected in the benefits system. The 24-hour company gym was created by employee request. It has an in-house trainer to provide structured personal training.
아무래도 이제 프로그래밍을 많이 하게 되면 집중을 해야 되고 또 시간도 많이 길어지기 마련인데 중간에 정말 리프레시 한번 하면서 자기 시간을 가질 수 있다는 사실 자체가 그 다음에도 다시 일에 복귀하는 데 정말 많은 도움이 되는 것 같습니다.
And that's not all. There's even a massage room to relieve sore muscles from long hours. The company is filled with spaces where workers can unwind and recharge. It's office hours, but the employees are engrossed in their own hobbies. Tmaxsoft has a culture of freedom and openness, allowing employees to unleash their creativity.
탄력적으로 제 시간을 조절하면서 쓸 수 있는 게 좋은 것 같습니다. 업무를 할 때도 효율적으로 유연하게 나아갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
Kim Hyo-sun is getting off work after a long day.
지금 회사에서 지금 사퇴를 받고 있어요.
But company benefits continue even after work. Employees who live far away are given rooms and dormitories within 5 minutes distance of the office. Ms. Kim now has leisure time in her life thanks to the corporate dormitory.
시간을 절약해서 운동도 할 수 있고 또 회사에서 제공하는 이제 헬스장도 자주 이용할 수 있거든요. 개인적인 시간이 많아져서 일단 첫 번째는 좋고요. 저희들이 좀 지내기 편한 부분이 많이 있습니다.
Such investment into employee welfare has led to a dramatic growth in sales.
이러한 복지 시설은 단순히 그들이 회사에서 즐겁게 생활한다는 차원을 떠나서요. 그런 창의적인 생각을 할 수 있도록 돕는 도구들이라고 생각합니다. 이러한 모든 것들이 우리 직원들이 오직 연구 활동에 전념을 함으로 인해서 자유로운 또 창의로운 이러한 연구를 할 수 있도록 하고 있습니다.
According to one employer evaluation website, workers at IT firms reported higher job satisfaction than those at ordinary companies.
과거에 대비해서 연봉 이런 아니면 브랜드, 기업의 브랜드 같은 거를 벗어나서 요즘 젊은 구직자들 같은 경우 기업에서 얼마나 자유롭게 휴가를 보내고 그 다음에 구성원들 간의 그런 이런 스포츠적인 액티비티를 통해서 얼마나 본인들의 끼를 더 발산하고 그리고 자유롭게 그런 활동을 할 수 있다는 이런 것들을 더 중요시하게 보는 것 같습니다.
Ion Communications is a developer of content management systems for companies. They aim to make work as fun as play. This has led to a unique employee benefit. This is a large beer refrigerator normally in pubs. Although they are at work, employees kick back with beers in hand, and no one seems to mind. As they engage in lively banter over beers, the stress of work is forgotten.
보통 이제 일하기 싫을 때 이제 스트레스 받으면 보통 나가서 바람 쐬거나 이러는데 쉬는 시간대 내려와서 맥주 먹거나 하다 보니까 오히려 스트레스나 이런 면에서는 업무에서는 향상성이 더 높은 것 같습니다.
As popular as the beer fridge is the rooftop campsite. This is where company barbecues are held. The host of amenities in the company is open for use by all employees throughout the day.
보통 다 가게가 있고 그래서 쉴 데가 없는데 옥상에 있으면 아무래도 눈치 안 보고 쉴 수 있는 공간이 생기고 또 같은 사원들하고 이야기도 하고 그런 점이 좋은 것 같아요.
Comprehensive welfare and a corporate culture of freedom is a strategy that inspires workers to generate results. Ion Communications holds top market share not just in Korea, but Japan as well.
제가 감시하고 잔소리하고 얘기하지 않아도 그 사람들은 아주 선한 의지를 가지고 회사 일을 더 열심히 하려고 하는 의지가 있다고 생각하거든요. 그렇기 때문에 그런 의지를 북돋아주는 것이 회사 대표 또는 회사의 경영진이 해야 될 일이라고 생각하고요.
The office is where most working people spend the majority of their time. Satisfaction at work leads to happiness in life. Let's hope more Korean companies adopt cultures that prioritize employee welfare and happiness.
Ham and sausages are a regular part of a meal in the present day.
Looks like these processed foods and red meats certainly are very strongly linked, put it that way, to certain types of cancer.
But concerns are rising following the announcement that these staple foods are carcinogenic. Are sausages and red meat dangerous? Do they need to be removed from our plates? October 26, 2015. The WHO's International Agency for Research on Cancer released a shocking report on its findings. Processed meats such as bacon and ham were classified as Group 1 carcinogens, the same group as cigarettes. Concerns over the matter were reflected in sales of processed meat, which dropped by some 40% at supermarket chains. As the effects begin snowballing, the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety step in.
현재 우리나라 국민들이 섭취하는 가공육과 적색육의 섭취 수준은 크게 우려할 정도는 아니라는 점을 알려드립니다.
WHO는 현재 사람들이 먹고 있는 게 50g 정도인데 그것보다 더 많이 먹었을 때 얼만큼 위해가 되는지를 발표한 것입니다. 따라서 식약처는 우리나라 사람들이 얼만큼 먹고 있는지를 조사했는데요. 다행히도 평균 한 6g 정도 먹고 있다고 합니다. 그래서 평균적으로는 현재 문제가 없다 이렇게까지.
But consumers are still just as confused and unsure as ever.
이거 어른들은 안 먹게 되는데요. 애들이 문제죠. 애들은 그거를 먹잖아요. 좋든 나쁘든.
괜찮다고는 하지만 솔직히 불안하고 또 걱정이 또 많이 돼요. 가공품 같은 경우에는 워낙에 많아서 안 먹을 수 없는 상황이기 때문에
발암물질 이런 얘기들이 많이 나오니까 그래서 요즘은 조금 꺼려지는 건 사실인데요. 예전보다 좀 덜 찾게 되는 경향이 있는 것 같아요.
The fact that processed meat have been categorized in the same group as cigarettes adds to the controversy. A variety of reactions can be heard from the international community following the WHO's report. Movements on social media to advocate the consumption of processed meats such as #FreeBacon have appeared. Dr. Ian Johnson of the UK Food Research Institute points out that the risk of getting cancer from eating processed meat is relatively low and that the exact mechanism has not yet been identified. The WHO has taken a step back as sausage capitals like Germany and other countries lodged complaints.
Processed meat has been classified as carcinogenic along with other well-known substances, including tobacco smoking and asbestos, even air pollution. But it's important to recognize that those classifications relate to the strength of scientific evidence for carcinogenicity and not to the level of risk.
These are new results from a different study by an international consortium. Some 34,000 people die from meat consumption per year. People who die from smoking, 1 million per year. Experts add that the problem is not processed meat itself, but rather the ingredients that are added during the production process. Sodium nitrite is an additive that is said to bring out more color and is added during the manufacturing process. Once it enters the body and combines with amines, the carcinogen nitrosamine is produced.
Meat contains heme iron, which can proliferate colonic epithelial cells and finally lead to colon cancer. Second, meat processing can produce carcinogenic chemicals like nitrosamines, especially when color-fixing agents like sodium nitrates meet with amines found in meat, which are known as carcinogens.
The WHO currently recommends no more than 50 grams of processed meats per day. If that's the case, how about Koreans who figures show only consume about 6 grams per day on average?
The risk of developing colon cancer increases with the amount of meat or processed meat, but there is no conclusion about whether a safe level exists. However, some countries like the UK recommend less than 70 grams per day of meat or processed meat. Also, the average consumption of processed meat in Korea is very low compared with those of other countries.
Processed meats have a familiar flavor and are frequently consumed, but is there a way to consume them safely?
WHO 자료에 의하면 가공육을 먹었을 때에 주의해야 될 것이 3가지 포인트였습니다. 하나는 일단 태워 먹지 말아야 될 것이고요. 두 번째는 과일과 야채를 같이 먹으면서 나이트로사민 만드는 것을 억제해야 될 것이고요. 세 번째는 가급적이면 구워 먹기보다는 물에 튀겨 먹는 방법으로 해서 힘철을 가급적이면 작게 먹게 하는 방법, 이것이 중요하다고 생각합니다.
Here are the tips again, the keys to eating healthy. Do not burn. Eat fresh fruits and vegetables. Don't bake or fry, but blanch. There are also 10 recommended foods that are known to eliminate carcinogens. These include garlic, the representative anti-carcinogenic food, onions and peppers, and fermented kimchi. The government has even stepped in with its efforts to ease the concerns of consumers.
식약처는 내년 하반기 이전에 적색육과 가공육에 대한 섭취 가이드라인이 만들어질 것이고요. 그 이후에도 단계적으로 식약처가 국민 안심을 위해서 부단히 노력할 것입니다.
Meat provides protein, an essential nutrient that we all need, but too much of anything can be harmful. It is important to make sure the best foods are going into your mouth and into your body. Be a smart consumer and choose wisely.
Chopsticks. They are irreplaceable members of dining tables in Northeast Asia. A festival was held recently to showcase the chopstick as a unique cultural element of Asia with fun activities. We are at Cheongju, host of the world's first Chopsticks Festival. It is a celebration of the 2,000-year-old chopsticks culture of Korea, China, and Japan.
한국 삼국이 함께 할 수 있는 공통된 페스티벌 또는 문화 콘텐츠가 뭔가를 고민을 했죠. 그러다가 젓가락이라는 어떤 그 아주 중요한 콘텐츠를 발굴하게 됐고.
Some 2,000 chopsticks from various countries were exhibited here. These included 1,000-year-old bronze chopsticks from the Goryeo Kingdom and coral chopsticks from the Qing dynasty of China. These timeless pieces of art from Korea, China, and Japan were all gathered under one roof. In another corner, a pea carrying competition was held to pick a child prodigy at Chopsticks.
특히 젓가락들은 요즘에 포크를 한다든지 이런 것들을 하는 바람에 사용을 잘 못하잖아요. 그래서 유치원, 어린이집, 초등학교 이런 데 가갖고 아이들이 어떻게 하면 젓가락을 바르게 져서 할 수가 있을까?
젓가락이라면은 왜 굉장히 가까이 있는데도 예사로 생각했잖아요. 너무너무 다시 여기 와서 새롭게 젓가락에 대해서 생각하게 되고 중요성도 알게 되고.
The exhibition was accompanied by demonstrations from over 100 craftsmen from various countries. This is a brush chopstick, created by a Korean master brush maker.
이게 사용할 때는 젓가락이고 또 붓으로 사용할 때는 붓으로 사용할 젓가락을 우리는 단순하게 생각할 수 있지만 그 역사성이나 뭐 이런 것들까지 거기다가 더해서 함께 이렇게 전시를 하게 되니까 제가 여기 참여했다는 것 자체가 사실은 너무 행복한 일인 것 같습니다.
The crafts booth, where children could make their own chopsticks from the three countries, was another hot attraction. The children took home special souvenirs crafted with their own two hands.
일본 젓가락을 만들어 봤는데 정말 재밌고 신기한 경험이었습니다.
今までは日本だけでやってましたけど、いろんな国があって、ということはいろんな人がいらっしゃって、ということはいろんな橋があっていいと思ったんで、自分のもそうですけど、他の人の国のお箸も見てみたかったのが一番です。
The international chopstick using population numbers about 1.5 billion, with majority living in Korea, China, and Japan. This is about 30% of the global population.
単なる道具として扱ってる人もいれば、家庭の教育の根幹としてしつけ教育として天面と続いてきたっていう歴史文化があります。
使更多的市民了解了筷子不仅仅是吃饭的工具，而有很多传承民族的感情，有了民族的文化，有了更深远的一些意义在里边。
Nations that use chopsticks will sway the world. This was a forecast by world-famous futurist Alvin Toffler.
신경세포 비율 같은 걸 보면 뇌에서 신체 영역 중에 그 손이 차지하는 영역이 가장 큽니다. 동아시아 국가 중에 젓가락을 사용하는 국가에서는 이렇게 정밀한 젓가락을 움직일 때마다 뇌가 지속적으로 활동이 일어난다는 거기 때문에 뇌과학 측면에서 보면 젓가락 사용 자체가 음식을 먹는다는 표현만이 아니라 두뇌를 훈련하고 발달시킨다.
Chopsticks hold such great cultural meaning that the three countries are working together to inscribe it on UNESCO's list of World Heritage.
젓가락 자체가 어쨌든 상생과 화합 짝의 문화이기 때문에 이 유네스코 등재를 계기로 그런 갈등과 대립도 해결할 수 있고 함께 이렇게 페스티벌이라든지 글로벌 네트워크를 좀 통해서 활성화시킬 수 있는 좋은 계기가 될 것 같은데요.
Chopsticks are not just utensils for carrying food. They contain the culture and history of East Asia.
젓가락은 생활이다.
筷子是文化。
箸は人なりと思ってます。
우리 문화다.
Chopsticks contain shared values and unique national characteristics. Now is time to share its meaning of harmony and partnership with the rest of the world.
Korea has long led the game market of the world, but the fast-paced game industry trends have played a factor in putting Korea behind. Some say Korea just doesn't have what it takes and is in a setback mode. Korea is a game capital. Can Korea find that dominance again? We look into the current state of the Korean game industry and diagnose its present and future. G-Star is an international game exhibition. Game companies' booths from all over the world participate and fill up the exhibition hall with countless gamers in attendance.
꽤 괜찮네요. 게임 같은 것도 되게 많고 볼 건 되게 많은 것 같아요.
G-Star is already on its 11th year after kicking off for the first time in 2005. Companies unveil their new games, while the visitors can enjoy these new games and even get to experience them. It is the biggest game festival in Korea.
G-Star는 축제적인 성격이 있지만은 다른 한편으로 기업들한테는 비즈니스를 하는 곳입니다. 여기서 대한민국 게임 산업의 한 해 농사가 다 이루어집니다.
This year, some 600 game companies from 35 countries are in attendance. It is the biggest event in the exhibition's history. You can feel the prowess of Korea as it has led the international game market for quite some time. In the late 1990s, the online strategy game StarCraft by Blizzard Entertainment launched the worldwide online game craze. As an internet powerhouse, foreign companies began to employ Korea and its gamers as a testbed. And with the skills of Korea's gamers, the world focused even more on Korea's game market. Then, in the beginning of the 2000s, Korea was able to create a game Hallyu with top-notch graphics and emotional storytelling.
민간과 그리고 정부 그 외에 산업에 관계된 분들의 모든 역할들이 어우러지면서 산업이 크게 발전할 수 있었다고 생각합니다.
Most of the games that we see, or a big part of them, are RPG games and based on trading cards and that type of thing. Okay, whereas in Spain, for instance, and also in what we know in Europe, are a little bit different. Maybe other type of games with shooters and maybe a strategy game.
Export earnings also showed an upward trend. Korea was the de facto game capital. But this reputation is no longer what it once was. During the last 4 years, the number of domestic game companies fell some 30%. Within the last 2 years, the number of industry professionals in Korea dropped by 25%.
하나 일관성 있는 정책을 펼치지 못했다는 점, 특히 불필요한 규제를 남발했다는 점. 과거에 한국이 우위를 점하게 됐던 게 PC 기반의 온라인 게임이었습니다만 그게 이제 스마트폰이 등장하면서 모바일 플랫폼으로 변화했고 혁신의 노력을 게을리한 결과 오늘의 위기를 초래하게 되었습니다. 우리가 과거의 경쟁자로 생각하지 않았던 중국의 어떤 게임 회사들이 등장하게 되면서 상대적으로 한국 기업들의 위기가 가속화된 측면이 있습니다.
China, once responsible for the highest number of Korean game purchases, has been involved in game production of its own, led by large entertainment conglomerates. Sales in the Chinese game market grew by a factor of 2.5 over the past 2 years.
中国的游戏在全球的份额会越来越大的，主要的原因在于我们从国内到国外的发行是越来越做的比较国际化一点，主要是这个原因会为主。
Just last year alone, China was responsible for some 17,000 new mobile games. With quick adaptation to the mobile-based game trend, China is leading ahead of Korea. Fortunately, at this year's G-Star, Korean companies' efforts to adapt to these new changes were noticeable. We were able to see just as many mobile games as online games, a vast improvement from last year.
모바일 게임 자체가 그래픽이 많이 달라졌다는 건 확실히 와닿는 것 같아요.
게임 해보니까 진짜 PC 게임이랑 전혀 떨어지는 거 없이 다 재밌는 것 같아요.
The limits of the domestic market, fast-changing trends, all combined with regulations and other factors, how can the Korean game industry bounce back from the setback?
과거 한국이 온라인 게임에서 세계를 지배했던 온라인 게임이 어떻게 형성되었는가에서 우리는 그 교훈을 얻을 수 있습니다. 그것은 민간의 자생적인 에코시스템입니다. 생태계를 복원하는 것입니다. 불필요한 규제를 제거하는 것과 더불어서 현재 필요한 어떤 지능 정책, 즉 효과성 있는 지능 정책을 빨리 수립하는 게 현재 우리의 위기를 탈출하는 중요한 어떤 길이라고 생각됩니다.
다양한 아이디어와 창의력을 가진 게임들이 많이 시장에 있어야 된다고 생각을 하고 있고요. 인디 게임들은 게임 산업의 다양성을 확보할 수 있는 차원의 좋은 모델이라고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 문화부에서도 내년에 최초로 인디 게임 지원을 위한 예산을 자그맣게나마 좀 마련을 했고요.
From an internet powerhouse to a game powerhouse, Korea once dominated the world's game market. The industry was shaken up due to competition and the changing tides of the market. But it is time to learn from past mistakes and create a critical turning point.